Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. So it's Saturday. It's a lovely, calm, sunny day today. This morning I gave him a bath. The weather has been absolutely horrendous down in Cornwall for the last couple of days. So we had Storm Greta down, and she was reaching speeds of wind speeds of up to 123 miles an hour clocked in St Berrien, which is category 3 hurricane force winds. It was in the local area where we live, it was clocked at 93 miles an hour. There's a lot of damage done to people's roofs, etc. But luckily, which I thank God for, that none of our lofts have been damaged. Nothing's been damaged at all. The only thing that's happened is with the lofts is the hens loft, which is beyond the aviary there, has moved slightly forward about an inch or two. But it's a very light loft. It's made out of fence panels. It's primarily for keeping the hens and retired racers and stock, pigeons that aren't filling. So the ones that are enjoying their twilight years, that have done well for us. So yeah, there's been a lot of storm damage, a lot of trees down. Obviously, I'm a roofer by trade, so yesterday I was just doing repairs for a lot of people that had lost a lot of slate and tiles off their roofs. Whole elevations shot, gone. Yeah, horrendous winds. Luckily, there's no damage done to our roof. I would have repaired that myself anyway, but yeah, luckily there was no damage done to the lofts. The pigeons were all okay. As precaution, father said to lock these pigeons up. All the cocks, before the storm took place, was to get all the cocks locked into the boxes, just in case this roof did come off, because this is the only roof that we have, loft that we have, where it's not lined. It's not got any mesh on the top, so if the roof did come off, the pigeons would get out. So we barred them all up. And it was a good decision by father, because it was horrendous winds. Both race lofts they're all lined with netting, so if a roof did come off, then they wouldn't be able to escape. But yeah, it was scary. It really was. I came up halfway through the storm, and I couldn't even stand up straight. I was getting blown all over the place, but it was down to the fact, I think, that we didn't have any damage because we're obviously sheltered, so none of the lofts were harmed, thank God. So as you can see, father did the triangles. That's done the job with cocks here interfering with each other in pens, which is going to be an issue if we didn't sort that out, but it's worked fantastically. So yeah, that was done. It took about 10 minutes to do that, so yeah, ideal. So like I said, give the cocks a nice bath this morning. We will be pairing up next week. We're going to take off the V perches probably tomorrow, because there are a couple of cocks that aren't taking the boxes because they got V perches. So we'll be doing that. So yeah, everything's okay. We did have a bit of bad news with one pigeon on New Year's Day, which was very sad. The old man brass pennencock that was in the hens loft, that is enjoying retirement. He doesn't fill any longer. He passed away. He was 15 years old. It's pretty strange, really. There was nothing wrong with him. He's in lovely condition. But obviously, being 15 years old, it's a good age for a pigeon. So I went in to scrape out, and I found him dead on the floor. And I was so upset with him being our first pigeon that we bought back in 2011. It was really sad, and yeah, it was emotional. It was, because it's always sad to lose a good one, especially ones that have proved themselves. And he's been here since 2017. We've had him back since 2017. He's bred winners. He's bred breeders of winners. Fantastic pigeon all round. we're going to miss him. It was really strange because father handled him the day before and he was absolutely fine. But obviously, it just happens, doesn't it? Because obviously he's getting old and he's gone, but he's buried opposite the stock loft now. Yeah, very, very sad. We're going to miss him. But he's left a string of pigeons behind, his children, his daughters, his sons that are breeding winners for us and doing the goods. His grandchildren are racing really well. 2 fed toppers from him last year, grandchildren wise. But he hasn't filled in about 3 or 4 years. The last pigeon we had off him was an inbred daughter of his. So he was paired to his own daughter. And we'll be definitely including her into the stock, into the breeding this year. So yeah, it wasn't very nice. It was horrible, in fact. Obviously, never nice losing a good one. Anyway, so yeah, pairing up next week. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Obviously, it's Blackpool weekend, and a lot of people will be going to Blackpool. So it's going to be a good weekend for those that are going. Obviously, it's it's a money spinner, but you can get some good stuff at Blackpool. We've been before, been twice, and we've picked up some good stuff from there. So you obviously go to the auctions. That's another reason why we're not going, because if we went there, then we'll be going to the auctions and picking up a bird when we don't really need to. I mean, it's always good to add quality, but when you've not got the room for it, then that's the issue, isn't it? So we're not going to Blackpool. We will be pairing up next weekend. So I went to the corn store today and bought a load of stuff for us for breeding. So we got we stocked up on grit. We got some. Well, we don't give them breeding mixes straight away, so I'll go through that with you in a minute. Picked up a couple of nest bowls, the ones that were cracked. Replaced one of those fronts because it was snapped. Luckily, he had the same colour. So yeah, we picked up some nest felts and nest bowls and easy bed for the dressing on the floor for pairing up. So we're all ready to go. It's just yeah, we're doing it this weekend. So we've got some new introductions. Say new introductions. I mean, we got rid of 6 or 7 pigeons this year. We sold some. We give some away. But we have to do it because we have to cut down. But we wanted to replace a cock has bred winners for us, and we wanted to replace him with something decent. So he's been moved on. We kept one of his sons. His sons, we think he's gonna have a promising future as a breeding cock. He's a grandson of Blue Veil, as we had the direct son, but he's been moved on. But we replaced him. We had 3 or 4 more cocks in here that we moved on. They've been half-decent pigeons for us, but they were getting on, so we thought we'd move them on a bit. They were filling. There was nothing wrong with them, but we decided to bring in a cockbird. So it's that cockbird there, the white grizzle. So that cockbird is a Lederman cross Herman Kuster, and he's from John Clive Jackson. He's probably a medium minus, maybe. He's not a very big cock, but he's got a lot of growing to do anyway. He's through the molt, so he's ready to pair. He's a nice cock, and we'll be looking forward to breeding off him. He's a grandson of Grizzle John and a grandson of Boar. Sorry, yeah, a grandson of Boar. And his mother is a daughter of Turbo Rossi. So absolutely quality lines running through that pigeon. So we're going to give the Ledermans a go this year and mix them in with the Herman Kusters, which John and Clive have already done. And they've gone on to breed lots of winners and win lots of races for them when they've been sent out. So we'll be trying him this year. We've also got a Lederman hen up in the hen's loft that we're going to try. Dark Grizzle hen. She's off the lines of Dark Debbie, and I think she's off the lines of Vuitton Grizzle John. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look at the pedigrees. But I will do a little showcase of all before we pair up, maybe even tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure, of all the cockbirds that have the new introductions as well. We've all and the cocks that have bred winners. Most of them have bred winners, and there's obviously the feeder cock there. We don't have anything from him. We've introduced some young birds. We've introduced 2 from the race loft, retired racers. So we'll see what they can do. We've also got pigeons that we've bred ourselves that we're going to try in the stock loft this year. So yeah, it's going to be interesting this breeding season, see what happens. But that's the only thing to report, guys. I mean, we're literally ready to pair up, and we're looking forward to it. We don't enjoy breeding at all. It's a pain in the backside when you're a working fancier. It really is. Obviously keeping an eye on them, making sure that they don't scrap and go into other pens. But we will be doing what we always do for new subscribers that haven't tuned into the older videos. We usually let them out individually for at least 20 minutes, half an hour, twice a day, to make sure that the hens get acquainted with the cocks and they're navigating their pens properly, and they won't be allowed out until the second egg is laid. So that's what we normally do with the birds. So we'll be looking forward to it. We'll just take breeding as it comes. Obviously, you always get pigeons that be a pain in the backside and scrap and break eggs and such. So we'll be keeping an eye on that as much as we possibly can. We envy fanciers that can spend all day with their pigeons, because you can keep an eye on that sort of thing. Obviously, individual breeding boxes would be individual breeding pens, would be ideal, but this loft is not big enough for 18 pigeons, 18 individual breeding pens. If you had, say, 6 pairs, then you probably could get away with it, but we're happy with the stock loft, and we're happy with the pigeons that we've got. There's going to be a lot of pigeons related to the old man brass pen that passed away on the 1st of January in the stock loft this year. We're going to try and get we're going to try and carry on with his lines as much as possible, because they've done fantastically well for us over the years. When we had to pack up years and years back, we had the brass pen and cock. We sent him out on loan, and he bred winners for the Jones brothers up in Redroof, fed winners, club winners. Yeah, so he's going to be sorely missed for us, but his line will continue on through his children and grandchildren for many years to come. So yeah, it was definitely a sad day, but we got to crack on and move on with the sport. Hopefully we will be having some good racing this year, I believe. Definitely with the new board, so looking forward to racing. Just breeding is a pain in the backside, so we'll what I'll do is in the next couple of days I'll say it's Sunday tomorrow, I may do it tomorrow. I'll get the tripod on here and show you some of the cocks that have bred winners for us. We've got 18. As I said, a lot of them are new introductions this year. Obviously, pigeons that we've brought in ourselves, that we bred ourselves, that we're going to try this year. Ex-racers that we've never tried in breeding, and new introductions like that grizzle cock. Do a little showcase of all the cock birds, and I'll do the same with the hens eventually. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a good breeding season, and I hope you all stay safe for that storm, especially for Cornish fanciers down here. I'm sure there's a few of you watching. Hope your lofts are all right, and your houses are all right yourselves as well. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this season, especially with the breeding and the racing. So hopefully, like I said, you're all having a good breeding season. So take care of yourselves, and I'll be in touch with a new video shortly in the next few days. So enjoy your pigeons, guys. Take it easy. Take care. Bye bye.